Jesus Freak here. Now, I thought I'd bring this up since I was watching another channel's videos. Actually, it was Pastor Brett's videos, and he mentioned a couple Mormon Bibles falling into his hands. And I wanted to explain why the Mormon Church, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, used the KJV. And it's going to involve a little bit of explanation here. As you know, when Joseph Smith wrote the Book of Mormon, he wrote it in a language mimicking the King James Version. And he didn't do a very good job of it. Now, after he produced the Book of Mormon, he started to work on producing a restoration of the Bible. Of course, working from the KJV. I believe it's even known whose printing it was. It's some company in Cooperstown, New York. Anyway, he produced this. I don't believe he finished it during his lifetime, but he had copious notes. And somehow after his death, the rights to this, they called it the inspired version, fell into the hands of a rival sect, another Mormon sect called the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It still exists and are probably the second biggest Mormon sect after the main LDS group. They changed their name about 20 years ago to the Community of Christ to hide their links to Mormons, but they're a Mormon church. Anyway, they basically prevented the main Mormon church from using Joseph Smith's Bible. That's eased up now, but as a result, they really had to backpedal on the whole inspired version shtick. But they did need a standard version. Until 1979, they would actually offer their own Bibles, but they'd be produced for them by World or Nelson or Collins or Cambridge. In fact, this is a Cambridge cameo produced for Deseret Books, which is they're publishing on in the I believe 1960s. Might be 1970s actually, since it mentions Brooke Crutchley. But it's just a regular cameo, except that it has a bunch of Mormon stuff in the middle. And this is the kind of stuff they did right up until 79, when they started producing their own Bibles instead of simply, selling other companies' Bibles. But they needed a translation that fit with the Book of Mormon. And obviously, because the Book of Mormon was designed to read like the KJV, the version they went with was the KJV. as such, they're King James only. And it's kind of baked into their doctrine. So, that's why Mormons use the King James Version. Now, that could be an advantage, because they use the King James Version, we use the King James Version. We can try to counter evangelize them using the same Bible they already use. Jesus freak out.